So I've seen a lot of curiosity over what Boss Fight Studios Wave 3 Popeye might look like. And we sort of have an answer, but not really. It looks like they're going to do a different kind of line. So we have 4 figures announced, and they are um, retro 5-inch figure. That's what it says. And so if you go down here, now these are all figures that have already appeared. Power Stars are the action figures you always wanted as a kid, ready to make all your heroic dreams come true. So I think Power Stars is the line, and then they're having Popeye as part of that greater line. 5-inch retro feel action figures. These are cheaper than the other figures. So this is really, even though it's Popeye, it's a new line. The latest in the line is based on the legendary Popeye the Sailor meets Sinbad the Sailor. And so there is Wimpy, and here is my Wimpy. And so they look a little different. I think I actually like the face on here better. I did have some issues with the face on here, particularly the lines above and below the eyes. I thought that it detracted. So I kind of like that face better. And the overall, I'm not sure if I think the arms do have articulation, but it's really hard to say. It's really hard to see. You could clearly see the articulation on here. So it's not just a color swap for this. 7 points of articulation. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm not sure what the 7 are, because you'd have the hips, the knees. All right. Not really sure on this one. Watch for all these animules and monsters. So it also, we're not getting any extras. Maybe the burgers. I assume the burgers are extras. Let's see. So there's olive oil. And so it's similar, but not the same. So it's got a bit less. It doesn't have these little lines here, it looks like. Eyes are a little further apart, different color dress. So it's slightly different. 7 points of articulation, retro feel. And then the one big difference is that we have Sinbad. And it's funny because I was actually thinking about this the other day, which is that maybe people are wrong about the Wave 3, and I don't really consider this Wave 3. This is a different line. But that maybe they were going to do a different Bluto, and the one I was thinking of was Sinbad. And so I guess that this Sinbad is the first Popeye animated short in color. So that's what sets this one apart. So I haven't watched it in years, so I guess that's probably how he looks. Looks like the only extra maybe is the knife, which fits in his belt. So that's, oh yeah, you could kind of see where the belt bulges out a little bit. Power Stars. And then of course you have, and I tell you what, I'd have to look at the movie again. I don't love that face. That might be entirely accurate, but I prefer the face on the other Boss Fight Studio figure. And then you have Popeye in here, and his face looks really squashed. Again, it might be accurate to the cartoon, to Sinbad. So there he is, and it looks like the only extra he has is his can of spinach. So anyway, I don't consider this Wave 3. It's a different line, but it is Popeye. I probably will skip it because I don't really need more versions of characters I already have, particularly in a line that's based on the price is inferior. So I don't think this is going to satisfy those people that were looking for a Wave 3, and hopefully there will be a Wave 3. They've talked about it. I've heard that people say that they've done like live streams talking about it, but I've not seen any definitive evidence yet. But anyway, this is Boss Fight Studios. Their Power Stars line, retro 5-inch figures featuring, looks like 4 more Popeye figures.